Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. This is Jason here with Chaos Gamings. I wanted to do a quick little video and talk about my top 10 games of 2015. These are the games that I played from the beginning of the year when I really got started really with my gaming channel all the way till now. Now, although 2015 is not over, I feel, the month of December is over. I'm probably not going to feature any of the other games that I do have until probably January, because I want to try to take the rest of this month and finish off my Metal Gear series if possible, and try to finish off my Mad Max series before I jump into any other games. So, without further ado, these are my top 10 games for 2015. And we're going to start with number 10. Number 10 is Mortal Kombat X. Now, this game, I love it. I've always been a fan of Mortal Kombat series. I've always been a fan of fighting game series in general. So, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, etc. But this game takes the cake. Although I did not like the story mode that comes into the game, I love the fighting. Just, going one-on-one with your friend and fighting the different moves that they have now, the combos, the X-rays, all of that is so amazing. The brutalities, everything is flawless. All the characters, some of them bring me back to old school times like Liu Kang, Raiden, Kano, Johnny Cage, Jax. But, the few that were new, like Tremor, Devora, all these, those were amazing characters. I love playing with each and every one of them. It's just amazing that the games could be what they are. And yeah, Mortal Kombat 10 or X is, number 10 on my list just for that. Now, the next game is number 9, UFC. Now, UFC is amazing. I love the fight mechanics. I love the story mode when you create your own player. But I love the most is playing with one person I idolized all while I was taking martial arts growing up, which was Bruce Lee. Get to play as Bruce Lee and do a few of his signature kicks and punches and whatnot, plus while doing all the other things that you probably love from UFC. I really love this game. Although I only played it on my Xbox One when I did have it for a short period of time, it was an amazing game. I'm probably going to look forward to buying it again just for my own personal use and play it on the PS4 with friends and whatnot, just so that I can have it, or wait until I get an Xbox One again, if I ever do, and then, rebuy the game and recover all my save game data that I have already stored in a private disk. Next game, number 8. This was the first game I ever played when I got my PlayStation 4, and this is The Last of Us Remastered. Now, I know this game did not come out in 2015, but I did not start playing it until I got my PlayStation 4 bundle of The Last of Us back in February of 2015. So, it is amazing game. It's an amazing game. I loved it. I beat it 2 or 3 times, plus all the downloadable stuff. I did not care for the online multiplayer play because it's not like a Call of Duty. You see the whole person's body, but it's still with the mechanics of The Last of Us, so it's a little hard to maneuver, a little hard to do certain things, and you always obviously have people that are better than you, and team up and camp, and that just takes away from the game. When you have campers, it takes away. That's why Call of Duty, you find too many campers, you can bump them off the server, and you're good to go. The next game is Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is an amazing game, just like all the other Grand Theft Autos. I've played them all the way from Grand Theft Auto 1, which I think was back in like Super Nintendo or something like that. It was amazing. Still is amazing today, years and years later. This game, I believe, is one of the best ones in all of the stories. When you get to play, between Trevor and the Trevor and everybody else. But my favorite character is Trevor. Trevor was the best. His psychoticness, his craziness, everything was just amazing. It's so unique in the sense where you have the newer graphics, new this, but it's so amazing to see characters that are sick. You have the one that's psychotic, the one that's like the slow, chill out thug dude, like smoke weed and whatnot. Then you got the regular American stereotype that I'm like redneck style. I'm gonna kill you. Da 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 da. It's just amazing. I really love the game. I love the mechanics. I loved everything about the game, including all the little Easter eggs and whatnot that are hidden throughout the game from various other Grand Theft Auto games in the past. The next one we're going to talk about is Life is Strange. Life is Strange is another game. I first saw it in the PlayStation Store, thought of playing it on my own. I think I did put up 2 videos of it, but I ended up finishing the game on my own. I did not stream it because it wasn't that called for at the time that I was playing it. This game was really good. I really like the time, the way that you can manipulate time to change your answers or change your choices throughout based on the game, and also the fact that even if you change your outcome, certain other activities that you do throughout the game also contend to changing the fate of the game eventually. So sometimes all your choices will hurt you, or sometimes all your choices will actually help you. And I really thought that was a really good thing about this game. And really would like to see more games that incorporate the whole depending on the choices you make and whatnot. All right, we're near the halfway part here of the list here. Number 5 is Batman Arkham Knight. Now I know some of you might tell me, why is this in the halfway point of of your list and not closer to number 1? And the reason why is because Batman Arkham Knight really let me down to a certain degree. You had this amazing bad guy and whatnot, the Arkham Knight, and ended up being Jason Todd, who was Robin. But prior to all the other Batman games, you never get to see what really happened to him, how he was, the first Robin or whatnot, or the second Robin, and how he got, supposedly killed by Joker, and then has the hatred for Batman. None of that was ever explained in none of the other games. Prior to maybe them mentioning something of the name, and then you read something in the files or find an Easter egg about it or whatnot. But to then bring this character finally in what I believe was like the last game probably of the Batman series for now. You know, I didn't particularly take to it, only for the sole purpose that they should have elaborated on him more throughout all the other Batman games leading up to the Arkham Knight, so that when the big reveal did happen, it was more of a shock. For me, it was more like they revealed who it was, and I was like, okay, who the hell is this guy? Because I felt like they could have elaborated more on the characters. All right, moving on. Number 4, Dying Light. I am not normally a really big fan of first-person shooter games or first-person games, period. But I really enjoyed playing Dying Light. It was amazing. I felt like I was in the game. I felt like it was a real, like a Walking Dead type game where you really have to find and scavenge and pretty much survive no matter what. All the other side missions and little missions and main missions and all these that incorporated all within each other, and everything was perfectly done. I really enjoyed this game, and I can't wait for the next one, which I think it's Dying Light Freedom or something. I'm not too sure of the name, but I can't wait for the next one that comes out next year. It's going to be an awesome time. All right, moving on. Now this game, because we're almost near the end of our list now. This game deserves some time, only for the sole purpose that I really loved it. Until Dawn is at our number 3 spot, and Until Dawn, I believe, was an awesome game. I love the mystery of who the killer is. I love the mystery of everything that's going on. I love the way that you get to use the entire remote controller to your advantage to play this game. Like there's parts where you have to stay still. You can't move the controller. There's parts where you have to button mash at certain times. There's buttons where you have to. There's button presses, sequences where you have to press them in a certain time, certain order, or whatnot. If not, something bad happens or something good will happen or whatnot, depending on if you're able to hit the buttons or not. I love the fact that this game it reminded me of a game I really loved back in PlayStation time, and I wish a lot more games were like this. It reminded me of Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain was such an awesome game back in PS3, where you get to use the entire controller almost the exact same way as used in Until Dawn, but with the exception of the motion part. Like in the Heavy Rain, you just had to hold certain buttons and jiggle the joystick a certain way or whatnot in order to get your point across, or to get the part of that gameplay that you're playing out of the way. Plus, it had choices depending on the choices you make, depending on the outcome of the game. And in Until Dawn, you had the motion control. Like, I think to recharge your flashlight batteries, you have to shake the controller from every time to time. Also, from at certain points, it tells you not to move. You have to hold the controller perfectly still and make sure that you don't move it at all. If not, something bad always happens or whatnot. But overall, this game was amazing. More games should be like Until Dawn in the sense of the way it's played. You use every single thing on the controllers. Like a lot of other games that should have probably made it on this list would have made it on this list if they would have had that capability as Until Dawn had. And I really enjoyed it. And you guys can look through my channel and find videos of me playing Until Dawn, because I did complete this game on YouTube, and you guys can enjoy it there. Now, for the piece of resistance, but you're probably thinking, wait, there's still number 2 and number 1. The reason I'm leaving them 2 blank is because I'm going to talk about them together as a whole. These 2 games go hand in hand, and they're my favorite of all time. And I am talking about my number 2 and my number 1 slot that are tied together. Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, and The Phantom Pain. Both games amazing. At first, I was mad when Ground Zeroes came out because I thought it was a really good, I was expecting for it to be a really good game. I played it, beat it in 30 minutes or less, and I was pissed. Because I was like, really? I paid money for a 20-minute game? Then when I get the hang of it, I can probably beat it in 5? What the hell? But it served its purpose as a prequel, because when you finally get to play the Phantom Pain, you've had all that anger, all that frustration, you get the game, and you finally get to piece together the rest of the puzzle. Most of you may disagree with me. I love the Phantom Pain. I love Ground Zeroes. I can't wait if they decide to make another one, which I hope they do. I hope these 2 games did not end the series, because if it did, I would be very heartbroken, as if Metal Gear Solid is one of my favorite all-time obsessions, or series of gameplays that I love to do and I love to record, and I can't wait to get myself a PlayStation 3 again, only for the sole purpose so I can buy the Metal Gear Solid collection, which has all the other games that came out prior, so that I can play them all for you guys on YouTube and show you guys how all the story unfolds, because I will eventually try doing them in the right correct order, as order of timeline. But that will be explained in another video probably. If you guys really want me to do that, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll make the correct chronological order of Metal Gear Solid for those of you that don't know in what order you should play them if you have them all in your disposal. Now, hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like my top 10 of games of the 2015. I can't wait till December of 2016 to do the top 10 games of 2016 for you guys. I'm sorry I did not use a face cam, or at the moment I did not have my webcam to do it. I am using a voice recorder on my laptop to record my voice while displaying actual gameplays from my channel, on and off through, to explain which games I want, to talk about. So please smack that like
Thank you for
button. Remember
watching.
that all my
Don't
links
forget
to
to
all my social
like
medias are in the description
and
box
subscribe
below.
to my channel for more future
Share this
content.
video, and again,
Links in the
always hit
description
subscribe
below.
if you haven't already.
Or
I
you can
love you
hit the
guys.
big red
Stay true
subscribe button in the
to
bottom right
gamings,
corner.
and I'll see you guys on the
Thank
next
you
video.
again for
Jason
tuning in
out.
to Chaos Gaming. Jason out.